What's up, everybody? This is 2BeersIn. I'm Andy.
Jared.
We're going to talk about some college basketball today. Talk about the card this weekend, the UFC card. Some of the NFL trades going on. Also, a quick announcement. We're actually 2 episodes behind. We filmed 2 episodes. We told y'all before we're going to get an episode out weekly. Having some technical difficulties. So we're about to bombard y'all with about 3 episodes.
Yeah, 3 episodes real quick in about a 5-day span.
Watch them all, please.
So, yeah, please watch them all.
Some of them are a little late, but they're great episodes. So
they're a little bit behind, on the information we're talking about, but I still think they're good episodes.
Yeah, they're entertaining.
Yeah, entertaining at least. One. Yeah, our second, the one coming out.
Yeah,
that came out right before this one.
We were very drunk watching.
And it's a great episode. So, even though they're behind, still check them out.
It's a fun watch.
It's a fun watch. Yeah. So, I think we get started here with college basketball.
Yeah.
This first this first weekend of games was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, we had so many upsets. We had Princeton making it to the Sweet 16 as a 15 seed. Yeah. FDU almost making it. And I think this is why I love March.
Dude, my parlays have been so fucked. So, my underdogs will win and my favorites will lose.
And your favorites will lose. Yeah, you'll pick the right underdog and then, then pick the right, favorite. Yeah, it's crazy. I've lost a lot of parlays.
Yeah.
I'm about even on money right now.
I am down bad.
You're down?
I'm so down.
You're so down. I'm about even.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I feel like that's a win almost.
Yeah.
Breaking even.
Yeah. No, I'll do it it's more of like a game to me.
Yeah.
I don't put so much in there that if I lose all my money, then I'm like, oh shit.
I'm fucked. Yeah.
I just put a little bit in there and it's kind of like a game. If I win, great.
If you win, great. Yeah, look, I got an extra couple $100.
If I don't win, then I just want to kill myself.
Yeah.
So, not a big deal.
Speaking of betting, have you seen the underdog bets that people do?
With the college basketball?
With college basketball, yeah. Yeah, so they're putting 100 or whatever your unit is you're betting with, you're comfortable with. But, a lot of people do $100 on every single underdog. And they always come out, positive a couple thousand.
Right. Yeah, because even if you lose, half of them. Or
exactly.
More than half.
Yeah, FDU winning was, plus, 1,700 or something like that. And, that's a huge win.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna cash in huge on that. Yeah. $100 bet, that's $1,700 you win.
That's what I'm doing next year.
Yeah.
That's my strategy next year.
Hopefully I have enough money next year to do something like that.
I think no more parlays on March Madness next year. Yeah. Because it's unwinnable.
Yeah, I think I hit 1 or 2 parlays out of the 5 I made.
And they were I hit a few too, and they were easy parlays.
Yeah.
So, I think next year, no parlays during March Madness, just
underdogs.
Yeah, just underdogs.
It's going to be so scary. It's going to be so hard to do.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very difficult to lock in every 16 versus 1.
Yeah.
I do see a lot of people who do it who don't do the 16s versus 1 because, up until recently, we didn't see any 16s ever win.
Right.
But I feel like now you have to do it.
Yeah.
16s are too good to, they're going to beat a 1 every once in a while.
Yeah.
Not every, I don't think it's going to happen every year, though. What?
Seen it twice already. Right?
1, yeah. Well, we saw it a couple years ago with Virginia.
Oh, no, Furman was 16.
Furman was a 13.
Okay.
13 for first 4.
15.
Yeah, Princeton was 15. And FDU was a 16, though. Which, crazy story about FDU. Did you know they weren't even supposed to make the tournament?
No.
So they played Merrimack
Okay.
in their conference tournament final.
Mm-hmm.
And Merrimack actually won the game. But Merrimack is a new D1 school.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have a 4-year probation period before you can play in March Madness, which I think is fucking dumb.
Yeah,
if you're good enough to play in the tournament, make the tournament.
Yeah.
You should be able to make it. But because of that, Merrimack didn't get to go. FDU lost in that final, and they went to the tournament.
Right.
And but it's really good for them because they're one of the brokest teams in college basketball.
FDU?
Yeah, FDU is.
Okay, yeah.
So they had players, some away trips, they had to sleep on their bus because they didn't have money for a hotel room.
Wow.
And they had to do a bunch of shit fundraising. They don't have a media person. It's just a student at their school who does it for them. And it's a really small school. And each win they get at March Madness, $350K for the program.
Oh shit!
For 10 years.
It's massive. For them.
$350K a year per win for 5 to 10 years or something like that. And they got 2 wins because they won in the first 4 and then beat the 1 seed. So they're getting $700K.
Yeah.
For a couple of years now.
That's
and
massive for them.
That's huge for them. I love that.
I sent you that picture of their stadium versus Purdue's.
Yeah.
It looks like my high school stadium.
My high school gym was bigger.
Yeah, no, I was
my high school gym was bigger.
I think that the seating capacity was maybe more, but the gym itself was bigger.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy
My high school gym, we had like 2 sections. We had 2 rows of bleachers. They literally had 1 section that looked like a high school gym.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I wish they could have went a little further.
Yeah,
they kind of became America's team.
Yeah, I wanted them to beat that
especially
FAU.
after I seen the picture of their stadium or their arena versus Purdue's.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, I'm pulling for these guys. It's like a little bitty stadium, Just want to see the little guy win. But,
no, I do. I fully agree.
Yeah. But it was unfortunate to see them lose, but great run for them.
Great run. Yeah, I think winning the first 4 was huge for them in the first place, but then going on and beating number 1 Purdue like that, and
so massive for the program.
They're a small school, huge for them, huge for recruitment for them.
Yeah,
their coach is getting a lot of attention right now, and I think we could actually see FDU in a couple tournaments again.
Yeah,
and except for Merrimack, unless they can't beat Merrimack, who's a very good school. Yeah, there's a lot of good players. Right. So I think huge for them.
Speaking of coaches that are getting a lot of attention right now, Rick Pitino,
yeah,
back at St. John's.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised. I thought he was going to retire. He's been.
I can't believe he's still coaching.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Scandal.
Yeah, after the whole thing at Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
great coach.
Yeah. Bought some hookers for his players.
Yeah. I think Auburn would have been a good fit for him now that Hugh Freeze is there. Hugh Freeze like to do a similar thing at Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he bought some hookers for his. So I think he'd have been a good fit at.
Yeah, and I think if they're both at Auburn, you get a lot of players who just love sex and might be good at ball,
Right, yeah. The prostitution rate goes up tremendously in Auburn and Alabama. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I'm really surprised to see him going back to like a bigger school. St. John's has been down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. St. John's has not been the team they used to be, and maybe they think Rick Pitino could turn it around for him. Which honestly, I don't know. I think he might be getting a little up there in age.
Right.
He is up there in age.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like ball wise too, maybe doesn't adapt well enough at this point. But you never know. We could see he's still a good coach. He brought that Iona team to March Madness this year. So
it just goes to show that in college sports you can really do anything, any horrible thing, and if you're great at your job, you'll get
swept on the rug. Yeah, I mean you got like Calipari had that whole scandal. You've had scandal. I mean, even like Nick Saban has had scandals.
Yeah. The only person that never got away with it was like Joe Paterno.
Yeah, Joe Paterno. He got fucked over. Yeah. Well, he was also a shitty person.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm saying he's one of the only ones that never got away with it.
Yeah, he didn't.
He can pretty much kill a man and be fine.
Yeah.
But
damn, crazy. I think St. John's though. I think we see him back in the tournament.
I think
the next couple of years. I for sure think they improved their. He improved
I don't know
program.
how, like you said. I mean, he's so old now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they absolutely improved.
Definitely improved the program.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting to see.
So, do you think that at this point in the tournament, you think a 1 seed wins it all?
I was thinking about that, and I think Alabama is the only one who can do it.
Yeah, I don't feel great about Houston.
I'm not feeling great about Houston either. I mean, they had 2 blowout wins, but they played a 16 seed, and they played an Auburn team who had won 5 games since
Auburn was up 10 at the half too.
Yeah, Auburn was up 10. Yeah, but the Auburn team has won 5 games since like January.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
started 16-2 and then finished 4-12.
Yeah.
And then they won their 1 game in the tournament, and so I just felt like they.
Well, I've been kind of iffy about Houston ever since the Memphis game.
Yeah, that Memphis game they really showed.
They haven't won any money, by the way.
Yeah.
But I haven't felt like Houston was a little bit overrated.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to Alabama.
Yeah.
At least.
I think our favorites for me right now are Alabama, UCLA, and surprise one, UConn.
Right.
UConn are looking dangerous.
Yeah.
They've been playing good basketball.
I'm feeling good about Arkansas, man.
Arkansas have also been playing well. They knocked off Kansas. Yeah. Nick Smith Jr. had 0 points.
Oh, really?
He didn't even score. Nick Smith Jr. didn't score, and they knocked off Kansas. Wow. So I think that's something good for them.
Yeah.
They got a lot of other
if
players.
Your best player can do that.
You're
still fine.
You have a lot of other players who can ball out for you, and so Arkansas have a scary lineup for sure.
Yeah, I think they're kind of a sneaky team.
They are a sneaky team. Yeah,
and I'm just biased because I lived there so long.
Yeah,
and I want to see them do something.
Yeah,
because Georgia's women's team blew it the other night.
Yeah, against Iowa.
Yeah. They were close, though.
They kept it close. Kaylin Clark's too good, though.
Yeah. She started making clutch shots down the stretch. So.
Yeah. Speaking of women's basketball, we had a couple upsets there, too.
Yeah.
Indiana got beat by Miami last night. Right. Shout out to the Twins over there in Miami.
Hottest women in basketball.
Yeah, hottest women in college basketball for sure. Yeah. And glad they're playing, though. Did you hear about that? They went to a booster's house during their recruitment.
Yeah.
And they got in trouble for it, and people they appealed it. They were originally banned for the rest of the season.
Right.
They weren't allowed to play.
But why would they be banned?
because it broke the NIL deals.
Okay.
Because they went to the house before they were signed.
Okay.
Instead of going after they had signed.
See, the NIL stuff just confuses me.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusing rules.
You can buy players now, but then there's still stuff you can get in trouble for.
Yeah, you just can't give them the money until, like, I guess they're on the team or something, or they can't go meet the boosters.
So they were still high school recruits at this time? Like,
well, they transferred from Toledo.
Okay. Okay.
So they were transfer students, and it was during their transfer time.
Right.
Which was it's all dumb. It was just a dinner. Yeah. Like, it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, and I've always hated how the NCAA treats their players.
Yeah, they do. The NCAA treats their players terribly. Like, they're way too strict with, like, dinners and stuff. Like, it's just fucking food.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah, I think, I can't remember who it was in college football. Might have been, I think it was Michigan. Yeah, it was Jim Harbaugh bought a hamburger for a player.
Yeah, for a recruit.
Like,
and they were trying to crack down on it, and that was crazy.
Like, dude, he bought a cheeseburger.
Yeah, that was crazy. And so a lot of people didn't think they'd be able to play in this tournament.
Right.
Miami came in ranked as a 9 seed.
Right.
I heard they were playing. I was like, damn, they can make a run. I actually picked them to beat Indiana in my bracket. I picked that.
Nice.
I was like, Miami's making a run with the.
Did you pick that because of
the Cadaver twin? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to say the last name. It's like Cadaver or something like that. But fine as hell. Picked it because of them. I knew they were there.
Yeah.
I was like, they're gonna ball out. They're gonna win. Yeah. And shout out to them. Yeah. Big upset.
Yeah.
We also had what was the other one seed who lost? It was
Purdue lost.
In the women's.
Oh, women's.
Virginia was a 4 seed.
Stanford
lost. That was to Ole Miss. Yeah. That was a big upset. Yeah. I had Stanford in my Final Four. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, no, I think with women's basketball now, it's to me. I think the favorites are definitely South Carolina and Iowa.
South Carolina, Iowa, and I'm not gonna take out UConn either.
Oh yeah,
because
too.
I mean they got a great coach over there.
I always forget about UConn because I'm more of a football guy and they're just so shit in football.
Yeah, they're so shit in football. Yeah,
I always forget about UConn.
Yeah,
which is crazy that.
Which I would be higher on UConn too if Paige Beckers was healthy.
Okay.
But she's still not playing right now. But
I'm riding with Caitlin Clark.
You're riding with Caitlin Clark, yeah. I've been a fan of Paige Beckers since high school, and so like I rode that bandwagon for a while now. I didn't find out about Caitlin Clark until she was at Iowa.
Yeah, same.
So, yeah,
she's a baller.
I want to say something crazy, but women's it's not that crazy, honestly. I just think it's true.
Okay.
Women's basketball is where, like, at least college wise, is where probably WNBA too. Actually, it's just where basketball for men's was. Like early 2000s.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's super fundamental.
So like women's basketball right now, like you have your top teams.
Yeah.
And they're most likely going to win, but you're gonna have a couple upsets.
Right.
Like a couple of years ago, it was like all fours in the Final Four for women's because just all the good players went to 4 schools and they just all like balled out. But now you're getting more and more better women's players. And I feel like this is like what happened with college basketball, where just more and more players that were good came through, and it's happening with women's right now.
So like the talent's more dispersed.
So it's more talent dispersed.
Yeah.
And like early 2000s, I feel like people were a lot better at picking brackets then, because there were a lot less upsets. Yeah. You knew who was going to win, and that's where women's is at now. And so I'm saying 10, 20 years, women's basketball is going to be like men's college basketball today.
Yeah, I think that women's basketball is definitely getting better,
and it's getting a lot. And WNBA is getting there too. I think.
Well, these chicks are getting more athletic, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not unusual to see a girl dunk now.
Yeah, no, like you're seeing players do all kinds of crazy things now, and it's just because it's the same thing with men's. Or men's are obviously going to keep progressing, but women's is going to keep progressing and just keep getting more and more entertaining.
Do you think that people will still just watch the NBA instead? Because I mean, the NBA is always going to be more freakish athletes.
NBA will always be higher,
and then there's also just sexist people out there that just refuse to
will refuse to watch it. Yeah, and I think
because they're women.
But I think, I mean, it's already growing.
Yeah,
I've watched some women's basketball.
Yeah,
I've watched some WNBA games.
I mean,
not
I keep
a lot.
up with like Georgia.
Yeah,
and Iowa.
Yeah, and I've watched some of this tournament because I mean I'm like, oh yeah, it's on. I'll watch some women's tournament stuff. It's fun to watch still. And I think we're getting to the point where more people are like that. We're like, oh yeah, I'm going to watch these games.
The thing I like,
I think it's going to keep growing.
The thing I like about women's basketball is like if you want to watch good basketball, like women's basketball is it because they don't have like freakish athleticism.
Yeah,
they have to play the game like by the book. You know, like they
play well. They shoot well.
Yeah.
If you've seen a woman shoot, they shoot well.
Yeah, they have perfect form. Like their passes are perfect. Like Javon was actually, we were talking about this at work the other day. He's like, if you want to teach like a men's team how to be more fundamental, like show them WNBA.
Yeah.
Because like they don't have people that can like fly from the free throw line. They
Yeah.
have to play like within
They
themselves.
play fundamental.
Yeah.
Yeah. They play really good basketball. I mean, I've seen a lot of people make fun of women's jump shots.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, those shots, they go in.
Yeah.
I see women who can just hit threes all day.
Yeah.
They're so good at shooting.
Yeah, no.
Like, their form's different than a guy's.
Mm-hmm.
But it works.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to
Probably
criticize.
due to tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do build body, like
Yeah.
body shape and stuff. Yeah. Like, you got other stuff you got to deal with.
The thing is, what really hurts women's sports is like 360 layups.
Yeah.
That it's very easy to roast.
Yeah.
That's what's really bringing them down at this point. If we can get some more girls that dunk,
oh yeah,
that'll help.
Yeah, I think so, and I think we're getting there. I mean, we see I see high schoolers on Instagram now who are dunking all the time in women's games and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for the trajectory of women's sports, especially basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be really good in the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah, it's going to keep progressing.
Just keep growing, get better.
So we got this weekend Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, they fought.
It was a great fight.
I didn't get to watch them. I was at work, but I watched some highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
And proud of Edwards.
Dude, he's probably my favorite welterweight right now.
Yeah.
I'm so behind him right now. Like, he's one of my favorite fighters. He probably had the coldest moment in UFC history.
Oh, the gun. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was
so cold. Yeah.
Because it was kind of a reference to pound for pound headshot.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit. That was. At that point, I was like, okay, I think he's got him. And that was before the fight even started.
Yeah, it was before the fight started, so I knew he was coming in not scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't coming in scared for that fight.
I thought that he was going to, because he was talking more, like even Kamaru was like, oh, you're talking now. But I thought that either Leon was going to dominate or he might get caught because he was going to be a little arrogant, but he dominated.
Yeah.
He had a great fight. I think that Leon 5-0'd him.
Yeah.
The only round that I think the second round was really close. Kamaru might have won that round. The third round, if Kamaru won it was because of point deduction.
Yeah, to kick the balls.
Yeah. No, I think it was.
No, that was fifth round. That was fifth round.
Yeah, but he didn't get a point deduction for that.
Yeah.
I think that the point deduction was for a fence grab.
Oh, okay.
Really blatant.
Yeah,
really bad. But Leon looks great right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks almost unbeatable.
He's looking very good. I mean, I've been saying for weeks now, I didn't think Usman deserved this rematch. And so I'm really glad that Edwards came out and won it because I didn't think Usman deserved the rematch after just losing to him.
Yeah.
So
no, it was a great fight, man. And Leon just looks like a true champion.
Yeah.
Like he looks so confident in himself right now. And there was no area of the fight that Usman was better.
Yeah.
Even the takedowns. I think he had 4 takedowns on maybe like 20 attempts.
It was like I think it was 4 for 14 or 18 or something like that. Yeah.
So I mean, he had great takedown defense. He looks great right now. He's in his prime. He was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad he came out and showed out, and I think he's a good champion. But I don't know if Colby Covington deserves the next title shot.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, man. I don't know that there's anybody in the division that's very deserving of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can't just throw Kamaru right back. You can't
no. And I think maybe that's probably why Usman got the rematch because there's no one else like clear cut to take that title from him.
Right. Because Colby hasn't fought in almost. I mean, when did he fight Masvidal? It's been close to a year, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
September or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like 7-8 months. And then he just kind of held Masvidal on the fence for 5 rounds. Didn't do much.
And Masvidal's like the 11th ranked fighter in that division now. Like that's not even a huge win. Yeah, it's a big name.
Yeah, he's just a draw. He's not really. Which I'm pulling for him in a few weeks.
He's
fighting Burns.
Yeah,
because I like Masvidal.
Yeah,
but just Colby has he lost to Usman, held Masvidal on the fence for five rounds. I just don't. Yeah, like you said, I don't think he's super deserving of it. But who else is in that division that is? I mean. Belal Muhammad, the most boring fighter in the UFC.
Yeah.
I don't know that I don't think Dana wants him to have the belt.
What's
Chimaev?
Chimaev, yeah.
But his last fight missed weight.
He missed weight
pounds.
by a lot, yeah. But so, I think that would be a good fight.
I think that would be the better fight.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, he hasn't done a whole lot yet. Like he's kind of like a Makhachev at 55. Like Makhachev got obviously Makhachev got the title shot and kicked Oliveira's ass. But after not doing a whole lot, hadn't beat a whole lot of big names.
That's what I'm saying. I think because Chimaev, like he's won all the fights. He's been dominant.
Yeah, well, except for Gilbert Burns.
And a
lot of people think Gilbert won that fight.
Yeah,
it was a close fight.
He's a 6th rate fighter now. Yeah, Gilbert Burns is.
Yeah,
And that's a big win still. I feel like even he got the decision.
But it's like his biggest win by a long shot.
Yeah. But I still think he's a good fighter, and I think after Covington, I think he's the next one up.
I think the fight to make is Chimaev versus Usman.
Yeah, I think if he wins that one, he definitely gets a title shot too.
And it's two wrestlers against each other. I think that'd be a great fight.
But also, I think this could have been Usman's last fight.
Yeah,
I could see him retiring.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'll retire.
Yeah,
because I mean, you're probably behind George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva is like greatest welterweights of all time.
Yeah.
So, and you're not going to take that spot from them.
Yeah, and
at this point in your career.
And at this point, you can just like be like, all right, I'm retiring.
Yeah.
You can be like, I just got old, and a better fighter came in against me at my age.
Right.
And but it's my time to be done.
Yeah.
And he steps
But these guys never do that.
Yeah, they never do it. But I think it saved his legacy a little bit if he does.
For sure.
Yeah.
But there's so many like athletes that should retire that don't because they're just too competitive. And I think Usman's the same way. I think Usman fights probably 2-3 more times.
Yeah.
I don't know that he wins 2 or 3 more times, but
if he fights Chimaev, I think he loses.
I think Chimaev is too much.
Yeah, Chimaev beats him, and then
5 years ago he beat Chimaev, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. For sure. But I think so. I think 5 years ago, Usman.
Yeah.
Edwards definitely would have lost too. I think.
Yeah. Well, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But I think no one was beating him 5 years ago.
Yeah, no, not in welterweight at least.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I think Chimaev and Usman's fight to make. Belil is going to fight. I think the guy's name is Rakchev. He was the one that fought a few weeks ago against what's the guy's name? He was on the card with who was the last big card?
The fucking we talked about it.
It was Grasso and
Who was that was John Jones.
Yeah,
on that fight.
Right.
Yeah.
The guy that Rakchev, I think his name is a Russian guy. He's a welterweight. He's like 9th ranked contender, but is just running through people. He just had his closest fight. I think he's scheduled to fight Belil. Colby's going to fight Leon, and there's another big fight scheduled at welterweight. Maybe I can't remember. But, no, it'd be interesting to see. Colby, honestly, I think Colby has a better chance against Leon than Usman does because they're honestly the same fighter in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they are.
They have very similar styles. I think that Usman's the better striker, but I think Colby has way more power.
Yeah.
And so that'll be a really interesting
It'll be interesting. I think I still think Edwards beats him though.
I think it's close, man.
I don't know.
I think it ends in a knockout.
Yeah.
Either way.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah. Because
I could see Edward, he just wants to go in there and make it like a
he wants to make it a dogfight.
He wants to make it a dogfight. Kind of like Gaethje did this weekend.
Right. Another great fight.
Yeah. Gaethje fucked that man's face up.
Yeah, dude. He looked
disgusting.
If you've ever watched Vikings, he looked like Ragnar Lothbrok whenever he goes into a battle on that show. Like he already looks like a Viking. Yeah. And his face was just fucking bloodied up.
Yeah.
He had a great fight. Fiziev had a great fight. Like he didn't get his ass kicked. I mean, he definitely lost. But,
he definitely looked worse. He looked more like he got his ass kicked.
Yeah. Like going into the third round. I don't know if you've seen the video. Like it shows Fiziev's quarter versus Gaethje's. Fiziev is like gushing blood, and Gaethje is like doesn't have a scratch on him.
Yeah.
So no, Fiziev actually fought really well in that fight. But Gaethje's just an animal.
He is an animal.
I think. Honestly, without the takedown, like last second takedown, Gaethje had a takedown with like 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
Fiziev might win that fight because it was really close. It looked really bad, but honestly, the fight was really close.
Yeah, and it would have been. I think they also had to give it to Gaethje. Like, if you have someone looking that bad, it's hard to give them the decision.
I think a lot of times in close fights, like fights that are almost too close to call, you got to go with who has less damage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you look at his face; he took a lot of damage.
I think it's what happened with Peter Yan and Sean O'Malley.
Yeah,
really close fight, but Sean O'Malley did more damage.
Yeah,
so they gave it to Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and a lot of people called that one rigged too.
Yeah,
that one was. So. I don't think so either. Yeah. I watched that whole fight.
Yeah,
I was pumped for that fight. I was on a soccer trip down to Florida, and I was like, I'm watching this fight. Like, I'm watching the start of this card because I'm watching this fight.
Yeah,
and I remember I was like, damn, this could go either way.
It really it depends on the referees because I feel like a lot of people claim Peter on one because of takedowns.
Yeah,
he didn't do anything with takedowns.
He didn't do anything with them. Yeah,
but then like a few weeks ago, Islam and Volkanovski fought.
It was the same thing. It was the same thing, but Islam won.
Yeah, and he didn't do anything with his takedowns.
Yeah,
and so I think it really depends on
the judges.
Yeah, the judges.
Yeah,
how much they value takedowns. Because me personally, if you take a guy down and don't do shit,
and don't do anything, I don't value that. Yeah. It's not wrestling. It's a different sport. Wrestling, like if you're getting takedowns, like keeping them down, oh, you're doing great.
Right.
but it's UFC.
Yeah.
It's a different sport, and so I think you gotta do something with those takedowns.
Yeah. If you do no damage on the ground, like you might have 10 minutes of control time, but if you landed like 3 shots on the ground, then what does that even matter?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion.
Did you see the Instagram thing I sent you the other day about the Penn State wrestler?
Oh yeah.
Talk about going to UFC.
Yeah.
His name. Fuck, I've lost it. I know it starts with a K. It's a really weird last name. He's a 3-time national champion though.
If you can wrestle and you have a hard to pronounce last name, you're going to be a UFC champion.
Yeah, and he's been talking about he's been there for 4 years. He has 1 more year of eligibility because of COVID years.
Right.
He's a really good fighter. Starachi, not with a K. Yeah. Starachi. He's a 3-time national champion. He has a chance to go back and get a 4th, but it'd be in 5 years, so he'd be the 4th-time national champion. But it kind of like an asterisk next to it.
Yeah.
Because he's already been there for 4 years.
Right.
But he's been talking about going to the UFC, and if you look at the man, he's built, he's built to be a fighter.
Yeah, his build. If I'm thinking of the right guy, he reminds me of like Tyron Woodley. Like he's a great wrestler build. Yeah, like kind of shorter, just jacked.
He's not super short. He's pretty tall. I think he's around 6'1".
But I guess when I say, is he?
Yeah, I think so.
I was thinking him and Tyron Woodley like really favored each other in like physique.
Starachi,
but Tyron Woodley was like 5'10", I think.
Oh, he's a junior. Okay, might be only have 3 seasons. Oh, he had a red shirt season. So if he did go back, he could get 4 as a.
Do you think he forgoes his last year of eligibility?
I don't know. He was talking about it, and it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Because if you're that talented, you might as well.
Yeah, and he would be a really good fighter in the UFC.
Yeah.
I think he's one who he's coming in like Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
Same training as Bo Nickel, same school, same program, and I think he would do really well in the UFC because he's already started training UFC too. Yeah. He's not like Bo Nickel where he's waited till after college to start training MMA. He's been training MMA. He likes MMA more. Yeah. And so I think he could be like a future UFC champion.
So here's a question for you. So do you think that we ever get to a point, because the UFC is getting massive. Yeah. Do you think we ever get to a point where there is collegiate MMA?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think. Dangerous? I think NCAA doesn't want to take that risk. Right. I think, and I don't think you should either. Football? Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Because they could they could die.
But I mean, you could die on a football field. We've seen it happen before. We've seen it happen this season from a non-contact injury.
Wait, who?
With the guy from the Bills.
Oh, that was contact though. DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah, but I mean, he barely got touched.
Yeah, that was freaky.
It wasn't like a vicious hit.
He's alive though. Yeah, he's alive now.
Yeah, but I mean,
his heart stopped. Yeah, but I still think
players get paralyzed. Players get
UFC
CTE.
Is just like you're just going.
You say I think
you're just hitting someone in the head like repeatedly.
But I think football is a more dangerous sport because there's so many times that guys get concussions and don't even know it. Like if you get concussed in the middle of a UFC fight, you probably get finished within the next 10 to 15 seconds of that fight. Yeah. If you get a concussion in the first quarter, like as an offensive lineman or something, or as a running back in a football game, and no one knows, and you don't even know, and then you play another 4 quarters, like you're getting 300-pound dudes just jumping on you every play. I think that they're very close, and as far as like what's more dangerous.
Yeah, but I think I still don't think it happens.
Well, I just I thought because of there's so many wrestlers now that are doing MMA after their collegiate career.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
which collegiate wrestling is growing. Yeah, growing too, and so maybe we see UFC or like MMA come in behind them. Yeah. Maybe not MMA, but more like kickboxing or something, where it's a little less dangerous. Yeah, but it's like a step to the UFC. I think
there should be something. Yeah, I honestly think that if college sports were to implement like an MMA, I think that it would result in fighters getting paid more in the UFC. Yeah, because I think the UFC, like, there's been so few like freak athletes in the UFC. Like freak athletes play football, play basketball, stuff like that. There's very few like freak athletes in the UFC, and part of that's because of the pay. Yeah, because if you're a freak athlete, you can play football and make $20 million. Yeah,
make a lot more money
versus like $100,000 a fight. Yeah, and so I think that if college sports implemented MMA or made it a sport or some form of MMA, then you're going to see better athletes doing that.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
You're going to see better athletes in the UFC.
Yeah.
And I think that these guys would come into the UFC so polished, like they do, like college players come into the NFL or the NBA so polished, ready to contribute right away.
Yeah.
I think that the money would increase.
I think so too. Because I mean, if you imagine you had someone like we have the 18-year-old who's in the UFC now, and I think he would be like a good example of like he's a very good fighter right now. But if he like had like the college experience and then went into the UFC, like I think he would be able to go into the UFC. Imagine if it's like a partnership.
Yeah.
And then he could just like go into the UFC as like as a contender already.
Right.
And like be able to like fight big guys already because he has experience in college fighting people in MMA and doing stuff.
But then I'll think about like how dangerous would college MMA be, because if you have, say, I don't know, I guess they would do teams. Right?
Yeah.
Like they do with wrestling.
Yeah.
So you have like 10 or 15 guys on a team. You're probably going to have like one guy that's actually dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, there's going to be so many scrubs at that level. I mean, how dangerous would it really be? Because it's not like the UFC where like, every guy has like weapons for hands.
Where they've been training for 10 years of their life.
Yeah, you might have guys that have been training for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And they did wrestling all throughout high school, and now they're fighting MMA in college.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it would be as dangerous as
it's true.
UFC. So I would really like to see.
I think it'd be very it'd be definitely be interesting and a fun watch.
Yeah.
I just don't see NCAA taking a chance.
I don't think that it happens. I think that it should.
It would be it'd be cool for sure.
Even if they fight with like headgear and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe it's like amateur boxing where they fight with a headgear before. Yeah.
I think that would
but they do that in MMA instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would work.
They probably have bigger gloves too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would work.
I think so too.
I'd really like to see that.
But I still don't see.
Yeah, no, I don't see it happening.
I just see NCAA just like being like, fuck no.
Yeah, no.
And shutting it down.
Yeah. But not Rick Pitino.
Not Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino will be all about it. What up, guys? If you look right here, this is my withdrawal paper. I'm officially dropped out of school. I'm still in the dorm room, though. Got like a couple more days here. I think this will be our last episode here. I have a new setup. Next episode. I have a new setup next episode. We don't know where it's going to be at yet. We're still figuring it out.
But we will be here.
We will make more content, though, just in a new place. If you've been watching our videos since this OG setup, like you can come back to this. This is to people in the future in like 3 or 4 years when you're watching us still. You come back, you're like, damn, let's check out their first episodes. Yeah. And then you're going to check out and you're damn, what was this setup? Yeah, this is my fucking college dorm that I'm definitely not supposed to be filming in or drinking alcohol in.
Speaking of this alcohol, dude, is this high octane or something? Because I'm fucking buzzing.
What is it?
It's just a Michelob.
It's probably just 5% too, isn't it?
Yeah. Like,
it is a tall boy, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It has me buzzing. 4.2.
4.2, that's low.
Yeah.
Lower than I thought. This is 4.7, I think.
Haven't drank much or ate much today.
This one's 4.6. Yeah, I haven't drank much today either. Bro, I saw this TikTok the other day about this guy was going around asking Coors Light or Bud Light Platinum. Bud Light Platinum.
I've never had a Bud Light Platinum. I don't think.
Neither have I. But Coors Light, just base versus against regular Bud Light, I'm going to take Coors Light every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Like regular Coors versus regular Bud?
Yeah.
No, I'm taking Bud Light.
You're taking Bud Light?
Yeah, I'm Bud Light.
Oh, I'm taking Coors Light. But Bud Light Platinum is like 8% versus 5%.
Oh.
Yeah. So I feel like it's got to be worse.
Yeah.
But surprising amount of people took Bud Light Platinum over Coors.
Yeah.
And I think it was because they was asking a bunch of college kids who wanted to just get fucked up. They're like, I just want the 8%. Yeah. Which is crazy.
It don't matter how poor I am, I would never choose to drink Natural Light.
Fuck Natty Lights.
Yeah. I bought that
except for their pink lemonade one.
The pink,
except for their pink lemonade one. I fuck with that one.
That one's really good.
Yeah. I had these those Smirnoff lemonade neon, whatever they're called, and they had their lemonades one. They had peach lemonade, pineapple lemonade, pink lemonade, and blue raspberry lemonade.
Yeah.
Holy shit, those are good.
I want to try White Claw has a vodka soda out now.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I want to try that.
I have to go to a liquor store for it, though, because it's vodka.
Oh, dude, we were talking about Walmart earlier. What about, have you ever been to Walmart liquor?
No.
Yeah, like if you go to the beach or like any like tourist town,
okay,
the Walmart will have like a Walmart liquor store.
Okay.
It'll be like a separate.
It'll be a separate part, yeah.
And it's amazing.
It sounds sick.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
I need to go. I haven't been to like a beach. I don't like the beach that much.
Oh really?
I'm not a big beach guy. I'm more of a mountains guy.
Yeah.
I just the beach is so hot.
Yeah.
And there's so much sand that just gets everywhere.
No, I fucking love it.
And I don't fuck with it that much.
No.
I mean, it's not a bad time. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But it's like if I had to go to the beach, or like if we just go in the city or do something, I'd rather go into a city and do something. Like I don't know. I
just thought I was made for the beach.
Yeah, not me.
I'm like naturally tan. Or I guess I'm not. I'm naturally tan because of Cherokee.
I burn like a bitch.
Yeah, no, you said I don't.
Yeah, I get so burned if I don't wear sunscreen. My face, like I don't, but my shoulders and my back will just burn.
I almost drowned in Panama City last year.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what's that shit called? Like where the water will get like deep and then it'll come back up on like a sandbar.
Oh, just like yeah.
Okay, well, like the riptide or whatever was really bad that day.
Oh,
and I was like close to blackout drunk, and we're swimming out there, dude. I'm like fucking drowning. Like I'm getting tired. I could swim like a fish. Yeah. But dude, like every time you'd go forward like a foot, you'd go back like 5 foot, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm not gonna make it. Anyways, one of my boys, my boy Cole, shout out Cole. He's like 7 foot tall. No, he's like 6'3", but he just walked out and grabbed me, saved my life. But like I was really about, like I was like, damn, I'm about to drown.
Yeah, going into the ocean blackout drunk, so is not the best idea.
Yeah, no, it was his bachelor party, so that's somewhat.
Oh yeah, that's a good excuse. Yeah, yeah. Bachelor parties, you got to get fucked up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. When I have my bachelor party one day, I'm going to Vegas. A UFC weekend in Vegas. We're going to watch the fights, and we're going to gamble all weekend.
Hell yeah,
that's gonna be my bachelor party. Yeah. I don't care who my best man is. Like I'm planning that shit, and that's what we're doing because that's what I want to do.
I'm in a really awkward situation because I've been a best man twice for 2 different people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're like, damn, who do I make mine? Yeah.
I'd choose neither.
I was the best man in my brother's wedding, but I was co-best man with my other brother.
Right.
So the two of us were.
How many brothers you got?
2 brothers.
Cool.
So Colby and my older brother, he lives in Minnesota. My older brother got married. Colby and I were best men together. And we're co-best men for his. So I think we're just going to do where the two of our brothers are just our best men. Right. Where for all of us, it's going to be the 2 of us.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I have no siblings. So.
That's yeah. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it's going to go for me. I'm just going to have 2 best men.
Aaron Rodgers is not officially a Jet yet.
Yeah, it's been almost a week now since he's announced that he wants to be a Jet.
Yeah.
And we talked about last week how we think the Packers should just trade him and not make this a difficult situation. Right. But they might be making this a difficult situation. It
seems like they're going to.
Yeah, and I think it'd be really shitty of them to just hold him hostage.
I don't think that if and maybe they don't care. Maybe they don't care about looking shitty.
Yeah.
But it's a really bad look if you don't trade him.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
It's almost worse than the Lamar situation.
Because I don't think he's going to play for you next season. Yeah. And if he does, I don't think he'll play well for you.
I think that he just retires if he doesn't get traded.
Yeah. If he doesn't get traded, I think he retires too. Yeah, that's a good take.
Yeah.
I think he wants to play in New York. And if they don't trade him, he's like, I don't want to play football.
Yeah.
And so maybe we see him. I think they'll trade him before draft or on draft day.
I think he gets traded.
Yeah.
But it just seems like it should have been done already.
Yeah.
So
maybe they'll just have to work out some logistics, and we'll see it real soon or something. But
it really feels like he's being held hostage, even worse than Lamar.
Yeah.
Because like at least Lamar, at least he hasn't done a lot yet.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been like their franchise player, but he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Rodgers has won a Super Bowl, had great teams over and over again.
Yeah.
So it feels like he deserves this.
And you've known for a couple years now that Aaron Rodgers was going to leave.
Yeah.
Like this isn't the first time Packers have talked about trading him or him talking about leaving. Like you should have known this was happening.
Yeah.
And so you should be ready to make that trade.
Right. Yeah.
He's I think it's worse too if you don't trade him because then you're not getting pieces. He's just going to retire.
Yeah, he's going to retire.
Or not play and just go away. Like he only has 1 year left on his contract. So I mean.
Or he's just going to play every game high on mushrooms.
Yeah, and it's not going to go well.
Which he may already be doing.
Yeah, he might be doing that already. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me.
That would be me in the NFL probably.
Yeah, that probably too.
I would get lit as fuck before every game.
Yeah, I would need like that little like desensitizing to take all the hits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't hurt as bad then.
Yeah, like
that's like Calvin Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He used to smoke weed before every single game.
Really?
Yeah, he said that in an interview one time. It was a couple years ago.
Probably because he was playing for Detroit.
Probably 1, he was playing for Detroit, and 2, it was like to keep him calm, because I mean he was getting double man, triple man like every route.
Yeah, dude. Joe Rogan swears to God that marijuana makes you better at sports.
I think
like so in tune with what is around you.
Yeah, I think for some sports, I think for soccer, it makes you worse.
Right.
And I think that has a lot to do with the stamina.
He's talking like primarily like jujitsu.
Yeah,
I feel like
where you just have to be concentrated.
Yeah, if you're high fighting somebody like doing jujitsu against somebody that's not high, you're gonna win.
Yeah, and let me tell you, when you're high too, like sometimes you just do it, and you like you don't even like you're not even thinking about it, and your body will just do it.
Right.
And so I could see where like fighting that will be helpful, where you're just like your body like you see something and your body just does it like does it for you. You're like, oh, you don't have to think about doing that. I just did it. Yeah. Like I get that.
Yeah. I bet Sean O'Malley gets high before every fight.
Oh yeah,
he says he don't, but I like that dude's a stoner.
Yeah, no, that dude smokes for sure. Yeah. Especially if he goes back up to Montana's hometown where it's legal.
Yeah.
And
it's not legal in where's he at? Arizona?
He's in Arizona where it is legal too.
Okay.
Yeah, so he definitely smokes.
Right. Oh shit, dude, him and John Jones both in Arizona.
Yeah.
They should train together.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
That would be pretty sick.
It'd be great for Sean O'Malley.
It'd be great for Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Montana fighters, we have another Montana fighter in the UFC Fighter Series.
Okay.
His name's Hunter Azure.
Mm-hmm.
He was a 3-time state champion wrestler. One of my friends, my brother, so he was at my high school, seniors would like kind of take on freshmen, like on sports teams. He was a senior my brother's freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
They both did soccer, and he's actually like the reason I wrestled in high school because he got my brother to wrestle, which then got me to wrestle.
Right.
And he fought Hunter Azure in MMA a couple years ago, like in 2016. Got knocked out in about 8 seconds.
Oh shit.
And this was a good fighter.
Yeah.
Like he grew up in a fighting family. And so Hunter Azure might be someone to watch in the UFC fight series. Right. I don't think he's ever going to be like UFC champion or anything like that, but I think he'd be a good UFC fighter.
Dude, speaking of UFC, I know we were just talking about it, but feels like the UFC has kind of got their footing again now that John Jones is back.
Yeah.
Because there was like a time between McGregor and now.
Yeah.
There was great fighters, obviously, but there was like no face of the organization.
It was probably Adesanya.
Yeah.
Which wasn't.
Was like the most
he's not. He's not like a big money, like big. Yeah. Site fighter.
Yeah, no. I would buy Adesanya cards for the undercard or like the co-main.
Yeah, I think John Jones is a good face for it, and then also with
Leon.
No, the 18-year-old.
Oh yeah.
I think he'll be a face of the UFC in a couple of years.
Yeah, but I think Leon also is like. I think a lot of people. He has like
Leon
the entire all of London behind him.
Yeah, he has all of England behind him, not just London.
Yeah, so I mean, like, he's definitely.
And
I think UFC is getting like more big names again.
Yeah, Paddy the Baddy too. Yeah. He's got a lot of hype around him too. Where he's coming back to kind of old UFC where it's a lot of hype around these fighters and a lot of people just going crazy.
You got Sean O'Malley out there coming up.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley too. A lot of people hate Sean O'Malley.
I love him.
We are both avid lovers of Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, there's so many. I think it's because he isn't like your typical professional athlete.
Yeah,
he seems like a cocky little college kid.
Yeah,
which is what we are.
Yeah,
and so I think that's why we love him.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he just seems like we could hang out with him and have a good time. Yeah, and I think that's why we both fuck with him.
Yeah.
And
doesn't take himself too seriously.
No, he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't take a lot of shit too seriously.
Yeah. Have you seen his Instagram and shit?
No, I don't know if I follow him. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
He'll just be shitting on other fighters.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, like he'll have like a little mannequin like that you strike with, you know?
Yeah.
He'll like cut it in half and say it's Peter Yan. Make it really short.
Damn.
Yeah, and just fuck it up and stuff.
Nice.
And, like while he's hitting a bong. Yeah.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I fuck with
Think with Sean O'Malley.
Yeah. Future champ.
I think so too. Yeah,
I really do.
He's still only like 24.
Yeah, he's young.
He's still young, so I think he's got a good career ahead of him.
Yeah,
and I think more people are getting behind him than in the past.
Yeah, because now that he's beat like a serious contender.
Yeah, I think he gets one. His next fight's against?
Does he have a fight scheduled?
I think he's promised the winner of Cejudo Sterling.
Oh, is he?
But that might be wrong.
He should be.
I think he should be.
Yeah.
I think he's about
number
time.
One contender.
Yeah, number two. Yeah, number 2 contender. So I think his next one might be a title shot.
Yeah, it should be.
Which, if we see him with a belt, I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off about it. But it's going to be great. I would love to see all the haters' reactions.
I would love for Sean O'Malley to get the belt and keep the belt for like a long time.
Yeah, just see him dominate.
I think he eventually moves up too.
He's
way too tall.
He's so tall. Yeah,
he's too big.
I think once he hits around like 29, 30, he'll move up. when it's harder to make that weight cut.
Mm-hmm.
But
45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to NFL.
Yeah.
I think so. Jets making a couple moves, looking scary. They already got a good defense. If they get Aaron Rodgers, which I think the Packers will eventually trade him away, they're looking scary. But also a couple other big ones. Shit, I have them written down. But C.J. Gardner.
Yeah, to
the Lions.
Yeah.
The Lions.
The Lions are building a great defense.
The Lions are building a good defense right now, and we got C.J. Gardner on a steal of a deal, only $8 million a year.
Yeah.
And
like, does he not know that he's that good?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wanted maybe he talked to the Lions and he fully believes in our team and what we can do, and was like, I'm going to do what I can to help this team do well.
I would play for free for Campbell.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe not free, but give me like $100K.
I'll play for free.
Give me $100K and I'll play for you.
Give me $1. I'll run through the wall for that guy.
Yeah, and so I think that might be part of it. It's like he just believes what we're doing in Detroit, believes in Dan Campbell, and believes in the program.
And if he has a couple good years, then he gets a massive contract.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really excited for that. We signed like 4 or 5 defensive guys already.
Yeah, I got the corner from Pittsburgh.
Corner for Pittsburgh, yeah. I can't remember his name right now.
Is it,
I can't remember right now. But and that was our problem this last year was our defense.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited. Like in the past, I've seen like we've had our defense has been shit for years now, but we never go and pick up good defensive players.
What pick do they have?
We have the 12.
Nolan Smith, man.
Around there. It's around the 12 because we finished 9-8.
If they pick up Nolan Smith,
it's not the 12 because we were outside of we were just outside of playoffs. Like we were tied with the Seahawks
after the 12th.
So I think it's a little later.
It was kind of a higher pick. I don't know though.
Oh wait, no, we have the Rams pick.
Oh yeah,
that's right. We have like the 8.
Yeah,
that's right. I forgot we had the Rams pick.
Jalen Carter's there.
Yeah,
dude.
It might be. Yeah, and we're definitely taking a defensive player first in the first round. And so if it all comes together, Lions are scary next year.
I think Lions are a playoff team.
I think so too.
Yeah, and not like a first round exit. I think. I think the Lions are a good team next year.
I'm very excited for next season.
If Jared Goff performs like he did this year,
the
Lions are.
He had his best season of his career last year.
Yeah,
so,
I think people gave up on him too early. Too.
I was one of those people. I was ready to trade him away after his first season in Detroit.
I mean, I think people gave up on him in LA too quick.
In LA, yes.
Yeah.
After his first season, after a bad season in LA though, and then a bad season in Detroit, I was ready to give up him.
Right.
But Dan Campbell was right, and we rode with him for one more year, and he played really well. He threw like very little interceptions, protected the ball very well. He had something crazy like 200 something pass completions or something like that without an interception. Really? Yeah, he went like 4 games in a row without an interception. And if he plays like he did this last year, I think we definitely make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think we're offensive pieces too.
Yeah,
DeAndre Swift, probably Jamal Williams.
Hopefully Jamal Williams comes back. We got
St. Brown,
Amon St. Brown, and then we have Jalen Waddle.
Yeah,
healthier.
Jalen Waddle,
not Waddle. The Alabama wide receiver.
Oh yeah, Jameis Williams.
Jameis Williams, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jameis Williams, him healthier.
Detroit kind of has a good team.
Yeah, exactly. I think we got a lot of pieces, and we're looking scary.
Yeah, I'm happy for you because my Falcons fucking suck.
Yeah, the Falcons. I don't know what they're doing. I thought they should have gone for Lamar.
They absolutely should have.
Did you see Mariota left? He signed for
Commanders, right?
Yeah, Washington. Yeah. He's gonna be the backup. From what I've seen.
Yeah.
Not even going to be starting there behind Heineke or Wentz. Is Wentz still there?
I think Heineke signed a deal with Atlanta.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of just like a swap.
Yeah.
So he's going to be behind Wentz then.
Yeah.
And
bad spot to be.
Yeah, it's a bad. I mean, honestly, not a terrible spot to be though, because he's got a chance to come and become the starter.
Yeah. What happened to Carson Wentz though? You think?
I think it was the Philadelphia team made him look better than he was.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Damn.
So they had a good offensive line that year.
Yeah.
He had a lot of time and protection. And obviously, I think the injury kind of fucked him up too.
Yeah.
Fucked up his mobility.
Yeah.
Which I think was a strong piece for him before the injury. But I still think that Philadelphia team around him was stacked.
It's just wild, man, because he looked like face of the league in a few years.
Yeah.
Type of quarterback.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That even Nick Foles stepped in and looked so good in that team.
Yeah.
And I think that Philadelphia team made him look better than he was.
Okay.
And then he went to Indianapolis, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because Indianapolis just
was
the wrong place for him to go.
Yeah.
And I think he's better in Washington than than Indianapolis.
He had some decent games this year.
Yeah, but I still think that Eagles team made him better than he was.
Yeah.
And
do you think the same thing's happening with Jalen Hurts?
I want to say no.
I say no because
but I can't say definitively.
I can because Jalen Hurts took such a massive jump from year 2 to 3.
That is true.
I mean, he is a drastically different quarterback.
He made a very big jump. Yeah, but
I think that's what you're going to see with Justin Fields this year.
Yeah,
because Fields.
Fields definitely made a jump last year.
Yeah, but he's not like all the way there yet. But I think this year, Justin Fields is like, holy shit, this dude's here. He's arrived. Like, they got the franchise quarterback.
They got him a better receiver in DJ Moore.
Yeah,
which that they didn't have like any receivers on that roster that were really good.
Chase Claypool.
They had
who is mid.
Because they traded away Mooney, didn't they?
No, he's still there.
Oh, he's still there. Yeah. He's a decent receiver.
Yeah. I feel like they got three
They got three pretty good receivers. Yeah. No like elite level.
Right.
But I think maybe after this year,
like that, though.
I think maybe after this year, DJ Moore is seen more as elite.
Yeah.
DJ Moore's where he's going to be the wide receiver 1.
Yeah. He's definitely the best out of those 3.
Yeah, he's the best out of those 3, and I could see him like making a jump as well.
Yeah.
With Justin Fields.
Yeah.
But also their defense sucks.
Yeah.
And it's so we'll see. I just don't see the Bears being good, but I see
them being a better team this year.
Better team this year, but I don't see them being good.
I see them winning like 8 or 9.
I think I might be a little high. I'd say in 6 or 7. Yeah, but maybe that's because I'm just a Lions fan, so I want to see the NFC North do bad because I want us to do well.
Right.
So, but yeah, it'll be interesting. NFC North is going to be interesting this year, especially with Aaron Rodgers leaving.
Yeah.
See how the Packers do with Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm. Who's the 4th team in that division?
Vikings.
Vikings.
So and the Vikings are good.
Yeah.
So I think,
especially when Kirk Cousins plays at 1 p.m.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins any other time not good.
Yeah, no,
but Kirk Cousins at 1 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah,
he's gonna ball out for
godlike.
You. Yeah.
If the Vikings should just get all their games scheduled at 1 p.m., they would win every Super Bowl.
Yeah,
for the foreseeable future.
I agree.
But after, when the sun sets, he just isn't the same guy.
Yeah. I think, speaking of game times, Lions last year didn't have any primetime games until week 18 when they rescheduled Lions-Packers to a primetime game because if the Seahawks had lost or if the Packers had won, it was like playoff deciding.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because Detroit has a big fan base.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think we're gonna have a couple primetime games this year, and I'm very excited. Yeah. I mean, we always have the Thanksgiving game, which everyone watches.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna have at least one Monday night football game, probably a Sunday night too. Eventually,
they're getting more fans.
We're getting more fans, and bro, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Fucking pumped.
Dude, I might jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, jump on with me.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
You're jumping on early enough. We haven't even made playoffs yet.
I've been okay, cool. Because I'm a RJ Swift guy. I'm a big Georgia fan, so I've been pulled. Okay, hell yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, jump on.
Let's go Lions.
Make it your second team.
Okay. No, it's my first team.
Oh, it's your first team.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, go Lions.
All right, go Lions.
Yeah. So, but I think the Jets and the Lions are the two. I think they've had the best off seasons.
Yeah,
I think so, and I don't think it's done either.
No.
And they're both going to make a couple more moves to make their teams better.
But man, I think I talked about it last week's episode. I think Carolina is getting a lot of shit for trading as much as they did.
Yeah.
If whoever they pick at quarterback works out,
it's worth it.
They had a great offseason.
Yeah, they had a great offseason.
Yeah.
I think that was a trade that was beneficial for both of them.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of the Panthers, did you hear what Cam Newton was saying this week?
Oh, yeah. Ain't 32 motherfuckers better than me?
There are definitely 32 motherfuckers better than you, Cam.
There's 64, I think.
Yeah, you're pretty washed now.
I loved Cam Newton.
I loved Cam Newton in his prime.
Yeah, I did
He was such a fun player.
So I'm
to
not
watch.
just a hater.
Yeah, I'm not. But you're not there anymore.
He's just,
You're not the same player.
Von Miller broke you.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah, that when he in the Super Bowl when he didn't dive on that fumble. Yeah, that's kind of where it went downhill for him.
Yeah, it really is.
And I think he was a great quarterback in his prime, especially that 15-2.
Oh, he had one of the best primes.
Yeah.
In NFL history, probably.
That 15-2 season when they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He was such a good. He was the best quarterback in the league
from his rookie season until then. He was great.
He was a great quarterback, but his time's up. Yeah. I mean, we saw what you did in New England.
Could he transition to tight end? Do you think? Is he still quick enough for that?
No, he's too old. Yeah, he's probably 33, 34 at this point.
He was at Auburn in 2010, so he's got to be. He's in his mid-30s.
Mid-30s. Like, I think it's. I mean, I love the confidence, and you think you can still do it, but you can't.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather have Heineke over him.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Mariota over him.
Right.
and those are backups.
Yeah, I think like even Brock Purdy or
yeah, I'd rather have them over Cam. So I don't see him making a comeback.
Yeah, no.
Even though
I mean, he got beat out by rookie Mac Jones. And Mac Jones has not turned out to be the guy that we thought he would be.
Yeah.
So that's very telling.
That is very telling.
But another quarterback, man. Geno Smith just signed an extension.
Yeah, 3 years, $75 million.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I think it's not a huge contract.
Yeah.
So and I think after the season he had, I think you give him a chance. And
after the season he had, you bring him back for sure. Yeah. But man, I mean, Seattle won Super Bowls.
Yeah, it's true.
And I just don't know that he's a Super Bowl quarterback.
Yeah, but he had a great season last year, so he definitely deserved some money.
Yeah,
and deserved an extension. It just feels like
Seattle's kind of like, okay, this is our guy.
Yeah,
I don't know that it should be.
Yeah, I don't know if it should be their guy. I think after this contract, though, he's not their guy.
Yeah, no.
So maybe they're just like trying to rebuild for a couple of years with him around them. Rebuild the rest of the team and then get someone in the draft in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good formula.
Yeah.
Because he is going to win games.
He will win you games and keep people there.
Yeah.
Keep star players there that are like, oh, I just need to get out of here because this team sucks.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's their plan right now. Is just a couple decent seasons to have him until they can get someone better.
Right.
When he's out of he's hitting his prime right now.
Yeah.
He is. This is the best he's ever played.
Mm-hmm.
And
he hit his prime late too.
Yeah, he
took
did
him a while to figure it out.
I mean, he always had a couple chances. He always had chances too, where he would always start well, but then he'd get hurt.
Yeah,
he'd get hurt, or something would happen, or he'd start have a bad couple games and get benched.
When he was at West Virginia, I was like, "This guy's gonna be this shit."
Yeah, and he's kind of living up to it now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's
not living all the way up to it, but living up a little bit. Yeah, he's not like a bust quarterback, which he was seen as a couple years ago.
Yeah,
so
doing better than Dwayne Haskins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rip in peace.
Yeah. Crazy.
A team that will not contend anytime soon is the Raiders.
The Raiders, yeah.
They have fucked themselves.
A lot of cap space
it.
On Jimmy G and Jacoby Myers, which are just very interesting choices.
And let go of Waller.
Like, that's a lot of pieces that you're getting rid of. Like, you're wasting a lot of cap space on two not elite.
Yeah.
High level, but not elite.
Yeah.
And that's not going to get you a Super Bowl.
No, I think Jimmy G is going to win you like 8-9 games.
Yeah.
Have you right there at the playoffs.
Yeah.
Brown, I don't think he does anything for your team.
And
your best player doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams does not want to be there anymore.
No, he was there for Derek Carr.
Yeah, they were college teammates.
They college teammates. They were good friends. He was there for Derek Carr.
Yeah, he probably spends one more year in Oakland.
Yeah. And
not Oakland, Las Vegas.
It'll be interesting to see Jimmy G on a team though that's not as fully formed either.
Yeah.
So he was on that Patriots team.
Yeah.
Which was Tom Brady time, and like that was a fully formed team.
Yeah.
Built around Tom Brady to win Super Bowls, and any quarterback could step in and do decent. I think Tom Brady wins them the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
But at least took them to a conference final.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think any quarterback could have done that.
Yeah, with that team.
And then he went to the 49ers.
I think the most talented team.
The most talented team in the league.
Yeah.
And he played well for them too. Yeah. But you got so many pieces around you. You're going to a Vegas team now without all those pieces. Yeah. And I think he's going to struggle.
Yeah, no, I think I just think Las Vegas has fucked themselves for like the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Because even if you go get a great quarterback, you got to beat Patrick Mahomes twice a year.
Yeah.
Which is not going to happen.
Yeah, and I mean everyone the last year thought they were going to be really good, and then they just kind of showed that they were a little bit of frauds.
Yeah.
And
I've always been a Derek Carr guy. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
I've always thought Derek Carr was better than he was given credit for.
Yeah, and so I don't see him taking a step up this next year.
Yeah, no, they had a horrible offseason.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't agree with some of their trades they're made. No. And
I mean, have you seen their owner's haircut?
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah,
it's just a straight bull.
Yeah, if that's the decision you're making at the barbershop,
as a rich man, yeah,
you should not be making decisions free agency.
I understand if you have a bowl cut because you're so broke you can't afford a haircut, so you put a bowl on your head and you cut it.
Yeah.
But if you're a rich man, just go get a fucking haircut.
You
look
own
like
one of the
real
biggest
person.
franchises in the NFL.
Yeah, one of the richest franchises too, and making bad decisions.
Yeah, I think Las Vegas will become the new like bottom feeder in the NFL.
Yeah,
I think
kind of like the Jets have been the last couple years, and the Lions.
I was going to say the Lions.
Yeah, and the Lions. Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's been the Jets and Lions.
Yeah,
so,
just like 2 wins, 3 wins. Like, or the Texans even.
Yeah, Texans right now.
I think Las Vegas is heading towards that. Like I don't see them being successful anytime in the near future.
I don't either.
I think that they're just a bad franchise.
Yeah,
which is really unfortunate. They have a lot of fans, like diehard fans.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, they spent $33 million on a 3-year deal for Jacoby Myers.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
for a wide receiver,
that's
especially.
Very mid.
And I don't see it happening for him.
No,
I don't think they have the right team. But another big trade, we had Orlando Brown Jr.
Yeah,
went to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle.
It was a great pickup for them.
Great pickup for them. I've seen a lot of people saying he's overrated.
Yeah,
no. I don't think he's too overrated. I think he's a good pickup for them.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be hard to be overrated on that Chiefs offensive line.
Yeah, and
whenever you're the only good player.
When you're the only good one, yeah. And I said defensive line, but I meant offensive line.
Yeah.
And I think a little more protection for Joe Burrow is great.
Yeah,
and I think it takes him a step up because Joe Burrow, the 3 years he's been in the league, he's been scrambling a lot.
Yeah,
and still winning games, except for his rookie year.
You see, I think Joe Burrow's best quarterback in the league, best true quarterback.
Maybe, yeah. I don't think he's like fundamentally, yeah. But Patrick Mahomes is better,
right?
But as like a fundamental old style quarterback, I'll give it to Joe Burrow.
I think that lasts longer than what Mahomes has going on.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I'm not wishing anything on the guy.
Yeah.
But one day Mahomes is going to be scrambling around, making one of these crazy plays, and he's going to get smacked.
He's going to get a hit. He's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that.
Which crazy he's avoided. I mean, he's always had small injuries, but he's never had a big one.
Yeah, he's had a lot of like little nagging injuries.
Yeah.
But I think that's just like foreshadowing what's to come.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan.
Yeah.
I hate his brother, but I love Patrick Mahomes. But I think he's a great quarterback, but I just don't see a lot of longevity in that play style.
Yeah.
And I think that injury is just like waiting to happen.
I mean, if you look at quarterbacks of the past who have
especially with his offensive line too.
Yeah, if you played like he has, like what you have Michael Vick, which his longevity got cut because he was a dumbass and fought dogs. Yeah. And then I mean there's not many more who have lasted as running quarterbacks.
Yeah. I wouldn't call him a running quarterback necessarily.
Or like scrambling quarterback.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them, you see them like in their later, they have to adapt to becoming a pocket passer, and because injuries just catch up to them.
Yeah, and I don't know that Patrick Mahomes can adapt to being a pocket passer. He's a great passer, but I don't know. I feel like his athleticism brings his game to another level.
He's so special because he can make plays happen.
Yeah,
he makes shit happen out of nothing.
Yeah,
and that's what makes him so special.
But that's why I lean Joe Burrow, because like Joe Burrow has a play style that can last for 20 years.
Yeah, like it's like Tom Brady.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like Patrick Mahomes will not be doing that at 35.
Yeah,
but Joe Burrow will still be throwing dots at 35.
Yeah, the only thing about Joe Burrow worries me is his injury past.
Yeah,
that's true. A little injury prone.
Yeah,
but he's a great quarterback.
But he doesn't rely on his athleticism a whole lot.
And like he was saying, he said it too.
He does run around a little bit.
Yeah. He definitely can run, and he does run and make a lot of first downs
because of his offensive line.
Yeah, but he said this last year that as long as he's in Cincinnati, they're going to be contenders, and I fully believe that.
Yeah,
I'm fully behind him.
No, I think he's the next guy.
Yeah, and I think as long as he's in Cincinnati, Cincinnati are contenders for a Super Bowl, and I think they're going to be right there up there again next year.
Yeah, they did lose Von Bell to the Falcons.
Yeah, I still see him up there though.
Oh yeah, I do too.
With Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, he's in trouble right now.
Yeah.
So that'll definitely hurt him. But honestly, running backs are very disposable. You can find another running back who can do that for you.
Right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's a free agent right now.
Go get him.
Yeah, go get him, and you got your running back problem figured out. So.
Or draft one.
Yeah. You can pick up a running back in the third, fourth round who ends up being just an absolute stud.
There's undrafted free running backs that are studs.
Just absolute studs.
I think Eckler was an undrafted free agent. So. And he's wanting to trade.
Is he really? He's trying to get out of it, LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wanting out, so maybe the Bengals look towards him.
Yeah, interesting.
And
I think
they're sitting right there at the 28th pick too.
Yeah.
And, they want a tight end, and you got Darnell Washington and Michael Mayer.
They do need a tight end. They got rid of Hayden Hurst.
Yeah.
I think Darnell Washington, I think he falls to that late too for him. And I think that'd be a good pick for him because he's also a good blocker.
He's so good at blocking.
And so that cleans up their offensive line a little bit too.
As good as he is at pass catching and stuff, his blocking is where it's at.
Yeah.
Like that's what is going to make him money in the NFL.
Yeah. If he's going to be good at stopping the blitz, and I think he'd thrive in Cincy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Cincy are also very dangerous. I might have them.
They might be my Super Bowl favorites.
I was not going to say Super Bowl favorites, but I definitely see them in the Super Bowl.
So where do you see the Jets at?
Where do I see the Jets at? I see them not a Super Bowl this year, even with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
But championship game, second round loss. AFC championship game loss or second round loss.
Yeah.
That's where I see them.
Okay.
And I see the Lions around the same spot.
Yeah.
Maybe not an NFC championship game yet, but I think we win one playoff game.
Yeah, I think y'all win one playoff.
We win one playoff game. Yeah.
Let's go Lions.
We are Lions fans.
Do they got like a slogan?
Go Lions.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
I mean, we don't.
I'm rethinking this.
I mean, I think we have something with. I don't fucking know.
We play on Thanksgiving.
We play on Thanksgiving. Yeah. We had Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
We had Barry Sanders and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. And Megatron.
And Megatron. Yeah. So yeah, that's how.
How old is Megatron right about now?
He's probably around 37.
What if he just was like,
okay, I come back for 1 year.
Detroit has built a team. I'm coming back
for 1 year.
He hasn't played in all these years, so his body hasn't been taking damage.
Yeah.
He's been working out. What if he's just like, okay, I'm gonna sign a 1 year contract?
Sign a 1 year contract, come back.
Yeah.
I think we take him back with. I don't know actually though. I would take him back with.
What if he comes back and balls?
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Because he hasn't been taking damage.
He cut his career so short too.
Yeah.
Like he had so much. Well, and I think he lost his love for the game.
Yeah.
Because he was balling and losing. He was balling and losing, and he said before that where people were double teaming him, triple marking him, really broke him.
Yeah.
It was so hard for him to play because he's like, this isn't fun. Because I'm just running routes and never getting the ball.
Right. But now,
because I have three people on me.
But now you got Jameson Williams and St. Brown.
Yeah.
So you can't triple.
Yeah, he's not the only option there. So, yeah,
which they had good receivers back then too, like Golden Tate and
we had Roy Williams too for a little bit. But even when Golden Tate was there, that was the end of Calvin Johnson.
Right.
And he was
but he retired in his prime.
He did, yeah. That was like his last season.
Yeah, that's probably one of that's probably my the early retirement that I hate the most. Him and Andrew Luck.
Yeah, him and Andrew
Luck.
Luck.
So much to give.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Andrew Luck, he retired too because of injuries and stuff. But I feel like if he had just like maybe taken a year or two off, just like from all of football,
or ask for a trade,
get away from the Colts because that organization was run terribly.
Yeah,
and I think he could have been such a good quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was already a great quarterback.
I think Calvin Johnson too could have benefited from a change in scenery, but he's too loyal.
Yeah,
he wanted to do it with the Lions.
The first time I ever heard Calvin Johnson talk.
Really?
He's a fucking country boy, dude.
Oh yeah.
That was like
he's a Georgia boy. Yeah. He went to Tech.
I mean, I knew he was a Georgia boy, but I was like, when I heard him talk, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like I thought it was like CMT. I thought I was watching CMT.
Yeah. He went to Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Which also means he's very smart. And so maybe we are wrong, and he was very smart and deciding to leave the league early.
Right, yeah.
He knew like the chances he was taking with his body. He got his bag and he got out of there. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm leaving. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. He's leaving. I'm leaving as a Hall of Famer, all-time great.
Yeah,
possibly the greatest wide receiver of all time.
Do you think
I think he's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I put him up there with Jerry Rice and Randy Moss.
Prime Julio.
Prime Julio too. I think he's overrated.
Really?
He was very good, a very good receiver. I still have him in the top 10.
Yeah.
But people who have him as like the best wide receiver of all time have him overrated.
You see, I've never been a diehard Atlanta fan.
Yeah.
Like I've tried to be, but I haven't. So I'm not like this isn't biased. I think Julio Jones in his prime was the shit.
He was a very good receiver, and he always had very good hands.
Yeah.
He'd catch anything coming his way. He didn't score enough touchdowns though.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that's what keeps him back.
Yeah.
He didn't get in the end zone enough.
Yeah.
Like he had really good hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I have him behind Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Because they have around the same hands where they could catch.
Yeah.
They could catch both just incredible catchers of the ball. But Larry could score better.
Larry has more tackles than drop passes.
Yeah. Then that's a crazy stat. Yeah. And that's why I have Larry Fitzgerald like higher. But I have Julio Jones still in my top 10.
Yeah, it's hard to put him at the top, but
he was a very good receiver. I'm not taking anything away from him. And also his prime was short.
Yeah, it was.
It was only like 4 years.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was long enough. Like
Calvin,
Calvin,
he lost the love for the game too.
Yeah.
Same type of deal with Calvin Johnson.
Yeah. Calvin Johnson was on top of the league for like 8-9 years.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice was on the league for like 10-12 years, where he was one of the best receivers. Randy Moss the same way.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? Terrell Owens too.
Yeah.
He dominated for a long time. Mm-hmm. And I think I think they deserve to be a little higher than Julio.
Yeah, they've done more.
They've done more. Yeah. They've done more with their career to show.
I'll say this though, just pure talent.
Pure talent. Julio had it.
Yeah, he has to be up there.
He has to be up there. Yeah, he was a very talented player. Just based off production and stats and stuff like that.
He was a really talented guy.
Yeah, but he's very fun to watch still.
Yeah,
and I think he should have left Atlanta sooner.
Yeah, he should have. He could have got a ring.
Yeah, he could have got a ring. And now that he's in Tennessee, he's not really doing much and
he's
dealing with injuries.
He's at Tampa Bay.
Oh, he left again.
Yeah.
He left Tennessee. I didn't see that.
He was at Tampa Bay this past season. He didn't do really shit.
He was at Tampa? I thought he was at...
I'm almost certain
at the Titans. I swear he was on the Titans.
Intermission here, fellas.
I gotta look up where Julio Jones
and
played.
Also I have to piss.
Alright, I think I need to go. Oh, he is at Tampa. You're right.
Yeah, he didn't do like anything.
Oh, he was at Tennessee 2021.
Yeah.
All right, during our little break there, I was looking up some Julio Jones and Calvin Johnson stats. Calvin Johnson, 9 years in the league, 7 seasons over 1,000 yards. He didn't do it his rookie year.
Right.
He was 750 yards.
Yeah.
His third year, he didn't do it, but 984, 16 yards short of 1,000 yards.
Right.
So he almost did it every year of his career except for his rookie year, which is very impressive.
Yeah.
He did have the record-breaking season, which he didn't score well in that one, actually. He only had 5 touchdowns, but 1,900 yards.
Yeah.
But and then looking at Julio Jones, he broke 1,000 yards 7 times in his career. Out of 11 seasons. Yeah. And he almost did his rookie there, just short 959.
Wow, okay.
So he almost had 8 as well.
Yeah.
But he has less touchdowns in 11 years.
Right.
By like 21, which I think is a big drop off. But I think that's what makes Calvin better.
Yeah, I think Calvin's better.
I think Calvin's better, and which makes him and I think that's why I have Julio a little lower. And his last couple seasons, I think maybe in my mind is hurting him.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he maybe should have retired already. Yeah. Maybe he should have done what Calvin did, and maybe Calvin saw what you see a lot of receivers do this where they have a good start to their career and then they just die off.
Right.
And maybe Calvin didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
And maybe just it's helped him cement his legacy as one of the best of all time.
He retired on top.
Because he retired on time. Yeah.
Kind of like a Khabib.
Yeah.
You know, just
Khabib's known as one of the greatest UFC fighters because no one could beat him, and he retired when no one could still beat him.
Yeah.
And he didn't wait until someone beat him.
Kept going.
Yeah. Eventually, he would have been beat, and then it ruins it for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we were talking about Julio Jones did have a couple other pieces around him, when he first came in,
Roddy White and
and Tony Gonzalez. Yeah. And but also he had a better team. So.
Yeah. But then on the flip side of that, in Detroit, it was Matthew. Who else was he going to throw the ball
Matthew
to?
Stafford. Beginning of his career, it was Calvin Johnson, Roy Williams.
Yeah.
And Roy Williams was a decent wide receiver, not elite though.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a while it was just Calvin. His 1,900-yard receiving season, it was just all Calvin.
Right, yeah.
It was all him.
Yeah, it was the only option.
Yeah, and he wasn't scoring touchdowns then, but we had who was our running back then? It was I know who it was.
Yeah, who was it?
It was
had Reggie Bush there for a season.
It might have been Reggie Bush's season.
They had a decent running back, I feel like.
Yeah, we had and he scored a lot of touchdowns that year. It's 2012 Lions running back. It was Mikhail LaShore. I forgot about that. Yeah, we didn't have a running back that season.
I did not know him.
Yeah, I remember him. He was he was a power back though.
Yeah.
So Calvin would get us close, just kind of push it in.
Yeah.
We had a bad team that year though,
yeah.
And it was Calvin and Calvin and Matthew Stafford show that year. Well, that's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, I think both very good receivers in their prime.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of disrespect to Julio, but not. I don't know. I still have him top 10 though.
The most iconic shit probably in Detroit history is Matthew Stafford dislocating his shoulder against the Browns.
Oh yeah.
And then going waving the team off I'm finishing.
I'm doing this. Yeah.
And then going and winning the game.
Threw it in too. He didn't just run it in. He made a throw with a dislocated shoulder.
Right. And that gave them 2 wins on the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made him a Lions just a Lions legend. Forever.
Yeah, the fans were behind him.
It was his rookie season.
Yeah.
In the last game of his rookie season.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like an important game.
It wasn't an important game.
It even hurt them, honestly.
Yeah.
Because the draft, they're
Yeah, but it made us Lions fans fall in love with Matthew Stafford. Anytime I see that clip pop up on Instagram or TikTok, I watch the whole thing because it's incredible. Mm. It's just like proof of who Matthew Stafford is as a player. Yeah. And how he's always been as a player. It's not just like he's not been this type of player just for a couple of years now. Yeah. He's always been like this. Yeah. Even at Georgia, he was like that. Yeah. Tough motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Go through anything.
Always been a baller.
Yeah. His longevity to me has been incredible because he's gotten hurt so much. Yeah. He's taken so many big hits. Right. You look up Matthew Stafford getting hit. Yeah. Like it's brutal. He's brutal. Yeah. He's been hit so many times as a Lions player. Yeah. So yeah, I wish we could have seen a better coach with him. Yeah. A better team. Yeah. Yeah.
Campbell and Matthew Stafford.
What a better team.
Matthew Stafford was on that team right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
Which Matthew Stafford's
He's kind of getting washed.
No, actually, Matthew Stafford, the Jets want to sign him.
Really? Yeah. If Rodgers doesn't work out?
If that doesn't go through, they want to sign Matthew Stafford.
Interesting. Yeah. That would be an interesting fit, too.
Yeah, because Baker is gone, too, from LA.
Yeah, Baker's leaving LA.
I think he went to Tampa.
I don't see Stafford leaving LA, though, this year.
Yeah, no, but the Jets do want him, though.
Yeah. So and if the Jets come in with an offer good enough, I think the Rams have to take it.
It's almost better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
You're probably getting Aaron Rodgers for a year or two.
Well, you're probably getting Aaron Rodgers a year or two. You're probably getting Stafford 3 to 5. Yeah. Something like that. Just a little more longevity. Yeah. And make it a little bit longer and making your run. Hey, what's up, Zen? Sponsor us.
Please.
I got one in right now. I gotta flip this shit.
You flip them? Mm-hmm. Like the pillow?
Yeah.
Like your pillow gets hot, so you flip it over? Damn, dude, I've never tried that.
You never tried it? It works.
Holy shit.
You get a whole nother buzz.
Really?
Yeah. I'm getting a fresh one right now.
Oh my god.
You've never done that?
Never.
That's crazy.
I didn't know if you were supposed to or not.
Yeah, no. You just get a whole new buzz. You just get more nicotine. It's right there.
Dude, you just saved me so much money.
Yeah. Make sure you flip them over. I flip them over a couple times because like you're kind of like packing them in a little bit while they're here. Yeah. So it kind of like moves around. Flip them over a couple times, you get a couple buzzes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
This is a nicotine addict on a budget.
I just went from 6 cans a week to like 3 cans a week.
Yeah. Flip them over.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. I leave them in for a while and then flip them. Yeah.
I usually leave them in about an hour and a half and throw them away.
Yeah. If you put it in, like leave it in for like an hour, flip it. You leave it in for another hour.
Damn.
Flip it again. Eventually, like you'll be like, all right, this is out. This is done. Yeah. I'm not getting anything.
Right. But like right now, getting cotton mouth, it's done.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah.
I'm still salivating.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, this is valuable.
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Flip your Zins over.
Flip your Zins over. They save you money.
Damn.
Especially if you're broke like me.
Yeah, and me.
And we're both broke.
Yeah. But we have
shout out to Zin. I need to switch over to just Zins full time, I think.
You should, man.
I'm tired of this thing. I'm ready to quit.
Gives me cancer every time I hit it.
Yeah, I'm ready to quit. Look at this pod too. It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, that shit hurts my insides.
I did drop down from 5% to 2.4.
Okay.
So that's hopeful.
Yeah, Zins is like I don't know, it's just way better, man. And also you're not like spending so much time just like,
doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you wouldn't even know if I had this in right now.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
I do them at work all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I got my mustache too. You really can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We fuck with Zin.
Yeah. Sponsor us,
Zin.
They're a Swedish company. They probably don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah, no, they really don't. They don't give a fuck about two guys talking about sports and drinking beer. Mm-hmm. But shout out anyway.
I don't know their target audience, but it's not us.
It might be us.
I don't know. A lot of like college, like frat boys.
It's a big thing for college frat boys. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we are.
Maybe we are the target audience. If you're watching this and you go by Zin,
I just feel like
let them know that like we sent you.
Yeah.
So then they're like, oh damn, 2 beers in. They're doing some shit over there. Yeah.
I feel like they probably just think we're stupid Americans.
Yeah, probably.
So they're like Swedish.
They're probably just thinking stupid Americans. We make a shit ton of money off of them.
Yeah.
Because they're just addicted to nicotine.
Yeah, I might do it.
Yeah. I feel like in Sweden there can't be that many people just addicted to nicotine. Yeah, it's not like France.
Yeah. I don't even think
it's different.
You think people in Sweden even do Zin?
I don't know. Probably, definitely some. There's got to be some.
It blew my mind when I found out they're a Swedish company.
Yeah, that is a little mind blowing.
Yeah.
But also, it makes like the name Zin makes me not surprised they're Swedish.
Yeah.
But I also feel like there's got to be some people like out in Sweden who are just like hillbillies. I feel like we have like a picture of Swedish people as like these perfect people.
Yeah.
Beautiful people.
Yeah.
But there's also got to be the flip side.
Yeah.
Like
everywhere.
It's everywhere. So there's got to be people in Sweden who like are just like try like us.
Yeah.
There's got to be a Swedish version of us out there, and they just popping zins.
All right.
So yeah, there's definitely Swedish people.
Yeah.
I feel like everywhere you go, you're gonna find people that do anything.
Poor people.
Yeah, poor people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that.
I'm poor.
I'm poor myself.
Yeah.
My family.
Yeah, we're okay.
Very middle class.
Yeah.
Very middle class. So they're probably just like middle class college students, just like us.
Yeah.
Now they're popping zins.
Yeah.
Just because they want to buzz.
Shit, so I just settle for being poor.
Yeah.
I had too much pride.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I even hate asking my parents for money.
Yeah, no, I would
I'm
never.
like, this last year, like when I was playing soccer, I was like falling behind on payments for my car because I was like so busy playing soccer that I didn't have time to like fully work. I was driving Uber Eats, but I had to drive down to Atlanta to make money doing it, and it was like an hour drive to get down there to work for like 8 hours and make $100 once a week.
Yeah,
and I was like, fuck, I need money.
Yeah. Oh no, I've let my credit score fall.
Oh, I've maxed out a credit card.
Yeah, no, dude, I've like missed payments on purpose. Like, no, I was going to miss them because I won't ask my parents for money. Yeah, because I just won't do it.
Yeah, especially when it comes to credit card payments where I know it's my fault. I don't want to ask for money. Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, so it's a bad look on my credit score, but my pride is even greater.
But it's okay because y'all are going to watch us.
Yeah, we're going to blow up, podcast. And then I'll pay off my credit card. Or one day, this is the flip side, I just hit a huge parlay. I hit a huge parlay, pay off my car, pay off my debt, and then we're chilling.
But this is my main plan.
This is my main plan,
yeah. Like, honest to God.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this last night. I fucking hate my life.
Yeah.
Working at Home Depot.
Yeah.
I cannot work a 9 to 5.
Bro, you should have seen, you could ask it. I was so pissed off at work the other day. I literally just wanted to like get out of there and kill someone.
That old woman?
Yeah, I had an old woman come up to me and I was ready to just throw her halfway across the store.
Yeah.
He's just like, looking at me like, bro, you good? I'm just fucking pissed.
I thought I didn't know what was going on over there.
Yeah. She's pissing me off.
Minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Turns out her brain was fried and her husband died, so.
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck her. No,
don't fuck her. Yeah,
sorry.
I feel bad.
I don't.
But like, your husband died, but I mean.
So now you have to return your screwdriver.
Yeah, you return something that was worth like $20, and it took us 30 minutes.
I don't know how much that's really going to help with the funeral expenses.
Yeah,
30 minutes could be used towards planning the funeral.
Yeah, or working.
What if she watches this shit? She sees the fuck out of us
for like defamation or some shit. Yeah. Hopefully you don't recognize. Imagine like an 80-year-old woman comes across our podcast and just like loves it, and then we talk about her on the podcast.
Like, fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm suing them.
And she hates it.
Hey, all publicity is good publicity.
All publicity, yeah.
Somebody sue us.
Just like share it. Yeah. Any publicity is good publicity. But we're also trying not to be shitty people.
Yeah, we don't want to be canceled.
Yeah, we don't want to be shitty people.
We're for everybody.
Yeah, we are.
Every religion, every political belief.
We're open.
We're talking about sports.
Yeah.
We don't care about
if you enjoy sports, check us out. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching 2 Beers In. Yeah. This is our last episode in this room, our first studio.
We're going to have a different setting going forward.
Different setup going forward.
Probably a few different setups.
Yeah.
Might flop around.
Shout out to this room. Shout out to B101. It was where we started this shit.
It's been good to us.
It's been good to us. We've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time. New setup. It's going to be good.
Be there.
See ya.